She brought 23 relatives on a blind date to test her date's generosity.
Huh? What?
So the blind date was allegedly set up by his mom and took place in China. So the test didn't go very well. The man skipped out on the bill before the bill came and left her and the relatives with a $3,000 bill.
Yeah. That's the type of shit I like. Man, get the fuck out of here. To test his generosity? That sounds like a gold digging setup to me. But did they say that it was his? Hold on, I gotta go back. They said it was his mom and dad that was in on this shit? Or her mom and dad? If it's his mom and dad, you gotta excommunicate them people from your family too.
But wait, can't this be seen as a form of like how they did in the olden days, like the whole mule and goat and like the trade-off? I'll give you a mule.
Yeah, except for the husband didn't have to pay for that. The wife did.
I thought in some cultures it was.
Nah, the dowry is paid by the wife's family. You're paying the man to take her away.
You're right. Yeah.
Nah, let me see. Whose parents did this? Because this is crackhead shit. Whose parents?
So the blind date was allegedly set up by his mom and took place
Oh,
in China.
crackhead shit. Yeah, they gotta go. Send them to the gulag, so no way. My own parents set me up to get my money stolen, essentially?
Skipped out on the bill before the bill came and left her and the relatives with a $3,000 bill. But after that, the woman sued him for not paying the bill. Spoiler alert, she didn't win, but the court did make him pay for his and her meal.
Bruh, oh my goodness. You sue him? Wait, so let me get this straight. You set me up to try and make me pay for everyone. And then when I don't want to do it because I'm not a goddamn simpleton,
Facts.
you sue me to get the court to enforce your fucking skullduggery. Bro, let me tell you, and then what his parents say about that now, right? While she's filing the lawsuit against him, what his parents saying? Oh, you should have stayed there and paid the $3,000?
I don't know.
Right, this brings back specific memories of someone asking their boyfriend to pay for their 18 friends on her birthday. You remember that one? Why do people... What is this? Usually this is an American phenomenon.
Yeah.
You in another country playing our games? Why do we see men as just walking wallets? Just things that are just existing for people to drain resources out of so they can live their lives properly. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you go on a date with a nigga and order as much food as you can just to see if he'll pay for it. Why?
So stupid.
They do that shit. They do it and brag about it.
That's so stupid.
Why?
Like, you're supposed to be enjoying their company, not what they can shower you with. Like, and as if they even can or will be willing to shower you with that. Like, their generosity has to come from them and when they want to. Not like, oh, demanding it. It's just, that's just not how that works. Like, you're supposed to be spending time with that person and enjoying their company, their who they are as a person, not what they can give you. That shit is crazy to me.
Right. And forced generosity is... First of all,
comes with resentment.
That's number one, and
Like,
number two, it defeats the purpose and removes the meaning from the actual word.
Yeah.
Because if you're forcing someone to be generous, by definition, it's not generosity.
Yeah.
Right? So how the fuck are you gonna ambush me, hold me hostage with a fucking...
Give me all your money.
With a fucking hostage with an expensive dinner bill. And then I don't feel like paying it, and now I'm the asshole.
Bitch,
how? Right? Right, man? Move your bumble clock. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Expeditiously.
And a couple of women actually have tried suing men for wasting their time. Like, that's like a phenomenon going on too. Well, not really, because I guess they failed.
They tried it though.
Yeah, they tried it, and it's going to fail because that's nonsense. Like, get the hell out of here.
And not only is that nonsense, what are you, a fucking prostitute? You on the clock 24/7? Nah, because of you, I missed 26 minutes of street walking.
Also, another problem that women say is time is money, so they feel like their time, their presence is worth their time. So the fact that you didn't take interest in them is just like, oh, you wasted my time. Pay for me then.
Let me tell you something.
What the fuck?
That is nothing but advanced calculus level prostitution. That's all that is. Like, quit playing with me. All you did is dress that shit up nice in something else and call it something else.
Sprinkle a little feather dust.
Right, sprinkle a little feather
glitter.
dust. Right, you're like, oh yeah, here we go.
Sugar, spice, thought.
Right, thought. Because that mostly thought. Because that's what you're doing.
It'll shine. It'll attract them.
It's still prostitution. You're never gonna climb out of that fucking hole, right? If you in a relationship and the money is the only thing that drives you, the money is the only thing that you find value in, then by definition, you are a prostitute. That's what you are. Because money is what brought you here, and money can take you away. And that's the other thing. It's like when you're in a relationship and you lead with your money to where money is the thing that brought her here, money will never keep a woman. Never.
Absolutely.
It'll just bring them over to you like the little rats they are to take your money. The gnats, rats, roaches, all of them. Over here draining people's resources for as long as they can, and when they get found out, they leave and move on to another nigga. Or when a rich nigga pass by, they move on to him, and then start popping about how you not taking care of them, you not maintaining their lifestyle,
or just
all that nut shit.
Or they'll be like swipe or no swiping and swipe everything from underneath you. Don't give a fuck about you. Will marry you, end up taking everything.
That's the other.
And then moving on to the next guy.
At least this nigga wasn't married to none of these people yet.
Yeah.
You married to her, then leaving her costs you. Like, you ever heard the saying, it's cheaper to keep her? I'm telling you, these sayings don't come from nowhere, B.
Yeah, that's true.
It's cheaper because it would be cheaper to stay with her and cheat than to divorce her and have her take half your assets for doing not half your assets worth of work. Quit playing with me, son. I didn't see her in a single boardroom meeting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't see her run a race, right? I didn't see her do any of that shit. So the fact that you think that you're gonna take half of somebody's shit behind doing absolutely nothing is crazy to me. And her suing, I wonder why the judge had made him pay for her meal. I can understand why man paid for his meal, but why her meal? Did he agree beforehand that he was gonna pay for it? It was a blind date.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody who I never... Oh, man, that makes it even more egregious. I never met this bitch a day in my life. And she says, okay, you didn't pay for this fucking goddamn death trap, wallet death trap. I'm now going to sue you. Oh, my Lord. Shit, if they didn't say it was in China, I presume that it was definitely in America. Because that's the type of shit that go on over here.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. People try to sue you for anything. Yeah, attorney here, for sure. They'll sue you for absolutely anything. Whether it makes sense or not, they'll write anything. Let me tell you something. When people say that lawyers are scumbags, you're right. Some of them are. A lot of them are. You can find any bottom-feeding, fucking driveway scraping lawyer to fucking file anything for you if you really look hard enough.
I mean, look who's backing Trump.
Right? Motherfuckers getting charged with all type of crimes. All type of ethical violations. Like, people will do anything. So this shit is really crazy to me. And the audacity of these men. Just like the audacity of that bitch with her 18 roach friends. Talk about, or the other motherfucker that said, oh, you the only man at the table. Why wouldn't you pay $700 for the whole table?
Yeah.
As if I knew you or even invited you hoes. I didn't. This is outrageous behavior. Get the fuck out of here. This trend, it gotta stop at some point, right? Shit, not when your own flesh and blood has betrayed you and like this, boy. Let me tell you something. Them mother and father excommunicated. You out of here. We not family no more. I don't want to see you nowhere. Not after that setup. Cut it out. No.